My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 27, Mahomes. This is Hamilton. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And great blocking downfield. He's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. To try again after the sack. Mahomes under pressure, and they got to him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Steps away. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lawrence will throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and long as a defender, all you want to do is guard the first down line. Make sure that everything stays in front and run up there and make the tackle. They did everything exactly right except making the tackle the running back, and he ends up finding a way to pick up a first down. Brandon, that play just should not happen.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Niners at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds out the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, Rimley!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Looking deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Attack, attack! 15. 43! 43! Color.
In motion goes the tight end.
Yellow, yellow.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The 40. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
15, 15.
The tight end in motion right.
Yellow.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man is Waddle, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd and 1, Lawrence going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Colts.
Tyquan Thornton
as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. It's Lawrence.
On the move to his left. for his running back, and he's got him complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
At the 38-yard line.
Attack.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that, given the yard up to the 49. On play action, Lawrence.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Attack, attack! Hero 15!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Come on, check.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Lawrence. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here,
and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence to throw. Gets this to Fant.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Mahomes going to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Well, somebody